Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today, as you can see by the intro, we went to the Leeds Bristol game, the last game of the season. 4-0 was the final result. We got amazing seats. We were sitting next to the middle lane in the east stand, very close to the pitch. We were actually, I could almost smell the players. It was so nice. First time ever First time ever sitting this close to the pitch. Normally when we go, we have been to, I think this was the fifth game I go to on Ireland Road. Normally we sit in the east stand, but we sit because we always buy VIP tickets because it's easier to get them, or we go to the Centenary Pavilion and eat some dinner, eat some lunch or dinner or whatever whenever the game is. And we are always sitting very far, very far away, but it's nice. It's easier to get tickets like this. Honestly, it's cheaper to go to the Centenary Pavilion, even though it costs I don't know, £200-300. Yeah, normally we go to the, where is it? Centenary Club. Centenary Pavilion. It's very nice. You go here and you get some, because this is the cheapest VIP that you can get, I think. And you see some old players. I think if you go here to the Gary Speed suite or I don't know, I've never actually seen tickets available for this. I would love to go to a box sometime, but definitely at the Grey Lounge is where you want to be, Peacock Club, whatever. And I hope when we get the new stadium, it will be even better. We left the hotel at 5 o'clock, tried to get a bus to Elland Road. It was actually first time going with a bus. Normally we get a taxi or because we always go in a group, but this is the first time we go just by ourselves. Me and my father, we are huge Leeds supporters. As you can see, always repping the club, always having a hat on with the club. We went early, wanted to see the atmosphere on the stadium before the game, because it's the last game of the season. We've already been promoted, and if we win this game, we are one step closer to the championship title. Today is Tuesday, the 1st of May, and next game is on Saturday, 3rd of May, where we could win the title. We got to the stadium around 6 o'clock. It was many people there, but I was hoping that there would be everyone would be there, almost, or 30,000 people maybe. The attendance was 36,000. I don't remember exactly, it was 160 or 360, but something like that. Yeah, I went early into the stadium and watched the player warming up, and then the game started, and wow. I was a little bit disappointed by the first half. It was only 1-0, so we were kind of stressed that if they equalized, then we probably our momentum will go down like always. We were sitting close to the pitch, so we could see Manor Solomon and Junior Firpo. They were always running by us. Well, my arm just disappeared. And honestly, I've not been the hugest fan of Solomon, because people talk he's the best player in our team. It's not my opinion. But after seeing him in this game, because maybe I just don't watch him that much when I'm watching him play on the TV, but he was always running in front of us, and wow. Honestly, I've never been this close to the pitch ever, and in a huge game, obviously, and a huge stadium, and yeah, these players are fucking good. Junior Firpo also. And you can see Ao Tanaka, and huge fan of Ao Tanaka. And then second half, Willie Gnonto always running, and Jayden Bogle. Very fun to see these players. It's up close. And when I bought the tickets, I bought them from StubHub. I was always scared because it's I buy from someone who is selling their tickets that they buy, and I was always scared. Like they say, like, oh, you will get them by the game was supposed to be on the 26th, and they said like, oh, you'll get them like one day before the latest. I bought the tickets in early March, and leading up to until I got them, I was always scared like, maybe I would get like email saying, we unfortunately don't have the tickets anymore, or blah 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 blah, because it's like some person selling the tickets, I guess. And when I got them on the 23rd of April, I was so happy because then I could put them in the phone. Also, leading up to the game, like when we were going to the stadium, I was also scared like maybe when I scan the ticket, it will be like saying, you already it's not working, or you're in the stadium already. So because you need to scan your ticket, and then you cannot scan it again. Like, I think it always say like no re-entry. The tickets cost total 1,100 euros, so like 1,100 euros for 2 tickets, like with tax and everything like that. It was so scared because I booked the whole trip, and then they rescheduled the game. They move it to Monday, not on Saturday like it was supposed to be. So I need to reschedule all my flights, the hotel, everything like that. So it cost like extra to reschedule the flight, but the hotel they just moved the date. There was not so much people in the hotel, and I was so scared like having spent this much money, and then like if the tickets they are not valid. But yeah, in the end we could enter the stadium. I watched the whole game, and wow, it was one of the best days of my life. And of course we ended up winning 4-0. We'd love to have seen Harry Gray enter the pitch, but he was playing in the National League Cup final the next day, which they won. And after the game, the party started with the promotion. I don't know what they called it. It was like the promotion celebration or something like that, where they had the champagne, and it was very, very fun. Everyone stayed, like all the Leeds fans stayed after the game for it was like 1 hour, maybe 1.5. So yeah, it was a very, very long day, and next day we traveled back home. It was like 12 hours traveling total. No, not 12 hours. We started at 8 o'clock in the morning and came 12 o'clock in the night. So what? 16 hours? And hopefully next year we will be back and in the Premier League, which is always fun. The Premier League is like a little bit different. For me, it doesn't really matter, honestly, if we're in Premier League or Championship. Okay, in the Premier League we can have better players, but like this season we had it's unbelievable that we bought Jayden Bogle and Ao Tanaka for £8 million. I don't understand how on earth Sheffield United let Jayden Bogle go for 2 million. What? And Ao Tanaka was 4 million euros according to Transfermarkt, but they always talk about £8 million, so I don't know if it's the same or not, but it's unbelievable that both of these clubs let these players go. And I have to say that they have done a very good job, the 49ers recruiting, because we lost like Somerville, Ruter, Archie Gray, 4 of our best players, and bought for much cheaper. I don't know how we bought Jayden Bogle, Ao Tanaka, got Rothwell on loan. What did we get more? So we sold Ruter, Somerville, Archie Gray, 3 of our best players, and for them I think we got £100 million, something close to that, like 50 million for Ruter. No, for Archie Gray, 40 million for Ruter and 25 for Somerville. I don't know, it's like 100 to 120, something like that, because it depends who you ask, which newspaper you look at. But we signed Alex Cairns, the third goalkeeper. I have not seen him play. I think he played 1 match maybe. I have to say I'm not sure if he played a game, but Alex Cairns signed Joan Roton, got Maximilian Weber back from Mönchengladbach, but he's like good to have on bench. Jaden Bogle, Isaac Schmidt, Ao Tanaka, Gilowogi I think he came in for free in November, December. Joe Rothwell on loan, Brendan Aronson came back, and then we signed Manor Solomon on loan, and Largi Ramasani. I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed by Ramasani just because he did not play as much as I thought, because he's coming from La Liga, and like on the highlights in La Liga he seemed to be a good player, but maybe he just did not suit Farke's style of play. But he made 28 appearances in the championship, 2 in the FA Cup, and 1 in La Liga, which he scored goal, and he scored 7 goals this season in 30 appearances and made 2 assists. It's not like the worst. He only played 950 minutes for us, and as a winger he's like 7 goals is alright, I would say. Like, he's not played full games many times, but I'll make a separate video on the season. And according to Transfermarkt, we had income of 162 million euros and expenditure of 32 million euros. So 130 million euros is our net income, which means we should be able to, I hope, buy players in the Premier League for up to 150 million, but like we needed to last season or before the season we had to get at least 100 million, I'm not sure, pounds or euros in income, so we would like be able to balance the boxes, but it's very hard to understand and explain. So I think this is it for today's vlog. I did not record much in Leeds, but I was not really focusing on any of that, just having a good time, shopping and seeing the city a little bit. We did not go to any like museums or something or anything like that, just walk around like we always do, go to little bit shops. Everything is much cheaper there, and managed to pick up some AirPods, which is because they're like, it was 150 euros cheaper to buy there than here, so good stuff. And then everyone got this scarf. Doesn't want to show, but everyone got this scarf on their seat, which was cool. Nice touch by the club. And I have to say that it was a little bit disappointment that you could only buy the away kit in medium. Like, there was nothing else kit wise, but there was like training gear, but all the good training gear that I wanted to buy I could order online, but never ended up doing it. But it was all gone. So I think next season, if I see something I want, I buy it, no matter what. So yeah, this has been it for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Stand up and sing for Leeds United. They are the greatest in the land. Every day we're all gonna say we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Everywhere we're gonna be there. We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Marching on together, we're gonna.
I